Hello, I am Nox Penguin. I'm a hacker based in Tokyo. Today I'm going to talk about 802.1x, what exactly it is, how it works, and also why it's better than other solutions. Well, 802.1x is such a long word. Anyway, before actually talking about this 802.1x, let's talk about the problem. Because if we don't have any problems, we don't need to invent any solutions. So the problem in the past, or even now in some environments, anyone physical inside the building, they can connect to a local network. Because all you need to do is just walk in, plug in, and now you are in a local network. And this becomes a much more serious issue if you think about Wi-Fi setup. Because even outside the building, you can now connect to a local network. And this was actually a problem because there's no strong authentication in the past. So to tackle this problem, we needed some kind of authentication systems. And this 802.1x is one of the solutions. So under 802.1x, the supplicant needs to send an EAP request to authenticator. Basically, an authenticator asks who you are, and supplicant says, "Oh, I'm this person." So this is basically an EAP request, and this authenticator passes that info to radio server, and the radio server asks credentials, and this radio server decides if this supplicant can actually connect to a local network, and also it can apply a different access control policy. So basically, all the important decisions are made by radio server. This kind of misnomer, because authenticator, this is called an authenticator, but this authenticator doesn't actually authenticate a supplicant itself. Radio server does so. Anyway, and also this supplicant is kind of a odd word because this is basically just a client, but it's called supplicant because you have to supplicate to connect to a local network. It's kind of ironic, like as in real world, you need to beg to enroll a company. So why do we need this 802.1x? Because if you think about this problem, all you have to do is just set a simple password, right? Why do we need this 802.1x? This is because 802.1x is such a strong protocol compared to some other solutions, and one of such weaker solutions is PSK. PSK stands for pre-shared key, and with PSK you only use one shared key. So if someone leaks that key, everyone gets affected. So this is much weaker. And also, this is management headache. Because if someone leaves your company, you need to reissue a new shared key. And, you need to hand over the key to everyone in the company. And you need to do this every single time here. This is a huge headache. So you don't want to do that. And also, since everyone uses the same key, you don't know who actually connects to a local network. 802.1x solves these problems. Each device needs to authenticate themselves using their unique credentials. So now you can have full access login via Radius server. And also, as I said, you can dynamically apply a different access control policy to a different user. So, for example, if you think about a company, maybe easier to understand example is a school. If you think about a school network, you can apply a different control policy to teachers and students. So teachers can access to these resources for teacher and students for students. .1x. It's stronger, it's more flexible, so it's quite popular for organizations like schools, companies, hospitals. One downside is it's a bit harder to configure. You need an like infrastructure engineer probably. Okay, thanks for watching. You can leave a comment if you have any questions. Even if you don't have one, you can still leave a comment. Okay, see you in the next video.